Hello. What's happening? How y'all doing? My name is Reference. I'm here to do a short video with a lot of good information. Nothing fancy, unfortunately. I will get to the clips and images and all that good stuff eventually. But for now, it's gonna be plain and simple. Just gotta listen up, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me for the noise in the background. There's a truck next to me with a reefer unit. I mean, they haul cold goods, so the engine's steady running. But I'm like, whatever. Hopefully I'm projecting my voice loud enough so that you can hear me. So getting into it, my name is Reference. You can find some of my videos on @reference-CHDV on YouTube. So I'm gonna get into the first topic. I got a few short topics that I feel is very, very important for all of us. If not for all of us, it's important to me. So the first topic is the topic of astral travel. I know a lot of people is probably afraid of it, have never done it consciously, but we all do it. We all do it, whether you know it or not. So I feel like in regards to astral travel, I brought the topic up because a lot of talk about the ice wall, a lot of things beyond the ice wall, a lot of stuff is on social media. People you personally talk to, they might know information you might not heard before, and you wondering, you wondering if it's true. So how would you know? You would really have to base your intuition or your judgment to see if it's true. So I was thinking, being that we all able to astral travel, why not, for example, since we're able to astral travel, let's use it to see what's going on in our planet. Let's use it to see what's going on in you going in the astral world. And when you travel, this plane, and when we travel within the grid, is joined in the realms, so we can really see the truth behind what's said, and it won't be a mystery if we do so. You can research different books on astral travel, and take a few days on your research. One book might pull another person, a couple books might pull you. So don't take 15 minutes, take a few days to see what book pulls you, and you can get into the studies or reach out to someone in regards to that who can do astral travel, or just talk to them and have a simple conversation. And order some books. Put it in your cart if you can't get it right now. So, and if you can't get it right now, there are astral travel books that's on PDF. So if your funds are low, which is temporary, you can get them on PDF for free and have it on your phone. So make sure you got enough data, and you can read it a few pages, just like 3 pages a night, or you can skip a chapter, get right into the information, get right into the application. I propose you get a book that talks about the application, how to, and a little bit of history. When you're talking about the astral realm, I found out through my studies that there are different planes. Some say there are 7 planes, and then there are subplanes. For example, the astral plane, mental plane, etheric plane, emotional plane. Some say these are the lower aspects of the plane when you astral travel. Then you got the casual plane, the Buddhic plane, and these are like the middle minor planes. And you got the atmic plane, ATMIC plane, monadic monadic plane and the divine plane. Some say, you know, we for the most of us, some people don't, because there's beings or human looking people or vessels that don't contain a soul, but there is also a soul plane. Some of the references for this information is Hermetic studies, Hermetic books, Kabbalion, and esoteric. Start with the old before you get into the new, because it's a lot of information that's misleading. So I say, let's learn how to astral travel so we could debunk all the nonsense. Astral travel to these places. There's movies out here to put you in fear to astral travel. If I was an evil genius, that would be exactly the point. Okay? Nothing can harm you when you run the show. Or if you do your studies, you'll be okay. There will be a lot of nervousness and confusion because you are in your vessel, and whether you know it or not, when you go to sleep, you travel. Even if you don't remember, you travel, okay? So let's get into astral travel at this point in time, and the things that's taking place on planet Earth, the things that's embedded in you. I know astral travel to be real. I've done it before, consciously, once or twice, 3 or 4 or 5 times. But a lot of times you'll remember your astral travel or your journey. A quick example, when I was living in Goose Creek, South Carolina at the time, I met a guy named Breeze. And Breeze looked like a regular guy. You know, he did things to support his way of living than the average person. He didn't have to work. So a lot of times I would go over there and learn from him. I might have been 19 or 20 years old. So Breeze was able to travel outside his body, go to your home, tell you what you wearing, what you doing, and it's around your home, jump back into his body, call you, and tell you what time it is. That way you'll know it's not a fake. You'll probably be like, what? You got a camera in my house? You seeing? Did you? Man, I ain't messing with you no more, did it? The same abilities that he got, you got. The same abilities that you got and you can do and you do all the time, I have also. Astral travel, check it out, because it's in you, within you, outside of you. It's all you. You're able to do this. It's a part of your godhood, all right, or goddesshood, all right. The next topic, real quick, is going into your dream world. And a lot of us, all of us, lucid dream, whether you remember it or not. So go into the lucid dream world to find your purpose. Some people say, I don't know my purpose in life. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. They find out what they're supposed to do on a human aspect. They find out what they're supposed to be doing, as Sarah, as Keisha, as reference. We'll find out what we're supposed to be doing in the human world. But then you got a spiritual purpose. You got a soul purpose. And that's what you want to find out to do the things you need to do. Because a lot of us say, we don't want to come back. So let's get done what you have to get done. So techniques to find out your soul purpose. One thing you can do is through conscious contemplation. Sit back and just contemplate. Ask yourself what my purpose is. Dwell on it. Just sit back. That's contemplation. Of course, you could do meditation too. But consistently, every day, figure out what is your purpose. A lot of times, it'll come in different forms. As far as it may come as an audio, it may come as a visual, it may come as a sign, and you know it to be that because that's what you've been working on. You've been working on that particular question and no other question, like, how do I change a tire? What should I do as my favorite career? How do I get money? No. You stay consistent. You stay consistent. You stay so consistent that whatever you do, you make sure you focus on. You know how to focus. You stay consistent on that question, and I promise you, eventually, you'll get the answer, because all the answers come from within. Soul brother. So you get all your answers within. Soul sister. You know, you get all your answers through contemplation, meditation, and what I mean by dream world or lucid world, you say, how does this happen? What do I do? You ask the question before you go to sleep. Don't let nothing else be on your mind. Not hubby or not your babe laying in bed next to you. You be like, baby, hey, I'm doing something right now. I'm working. I'm doing the work. I need to find out what my purpose is, so I need to focus. They'll respect that. They might want to do Mr. Nasty time. But after Mr. Nasty time, make sure you focus on that. After you have that in your mind. Don't have them in your mind. Don't have your kids. Don't have nothing you about to do tomorrow, what you about to cook in the morning. Don't worry about them bills or what's going on around the world. You focus on you, because you are the only one that can save you. And there are individuals out here that probably could tell you your purpose in life. But the best answer will be for within yourself. So as you go into this lucid world, go into this dream, and you say lucid, it's like this. It's like I could touch this, and I could touch that, and I could touch this dresser, and I could touch this phone. I could feel, I can talk, I can think. Bring your consciousness into the world, okay? And you'll be able to find out these answers. When you see other people in the world, sometimes they may not be you. Most of the times they are you, and they're a reflection of you. You're just looking at all them people, or non-looking humans, but they are a reflection of you. So talk to them about out-of-world things, out-of-worldly questions. Specifically, what is my purpose here on planet Earth? Earth has many lanes. Lanes, dang, that's right too. Earth got many lanes, but many. So why you on Earth? Find out your soul purpose. Ask the question continuously every day. Specifically every night. If you take naps and you by yourself, do it then. Don't forget. We all get complacent. We all get a little lazy. But focus on the question, what is my purpose here on Earth? And keep saying it. Because one of the ways to infiltrate or communicate with the subconscious mind is through repetition. Excuse me for my lips. Talking like this. Repetition. Over and over again, asking yourself until you get the answer. Be patient with yourself. Be diligent. Be disciplined. And ask yourself right before you go to sleep. That need to be the last thing that's on your mind. Because the loudest person in your room is you. The loudest person in your room is you. So your subconscious mind gonna hear your instructions. All right, it's gonna hear your instructions. That's how you find. That's some of the things, or some of the ways you can find out your purpose, your soul purpose in this lifetime. And when it do come, don't mistake it to be fake. Don't mistake it to be a what if. If you telling yourself that, it's real. Study it, dissect it, contemplate on it, meditate on it, and do it again if you want to. When you find out your purpose, don't be scared. Don't be nervous. Don't be upset. Because what if your purpose wasn't to heal everybody? What if your purpose wasn't here to teach? What if your purpose here was to destroy? Because everybody wants love, light, and positivity. But what if to build something for yourself or your family or the masses dealt with you destroying a foundation to be rebuilt? So some people say, oh, now destroy. I gotta destroy. Yeah, take it down. Don't blow it up. But it's, it gotta be torn down and eradicated in order to have a proper foundation before you build it back up. So sometimes you have to destroy. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it might be in a matter of protection. Your purpose here might be not only to get yourself right. Oh, excuse me. Water. Oh. What if your purpose here was to destroy? I'm gonna give you an example. Share my business. What if I told you that a part of my purpose was to be here to able to protect certain people? And there are teachings that you can get it done as far as, to destroy or to protect. Sometimes protecting somebody mean off-worlding they ass, aka killing them. Oh, reference, I'm not a killer. I'm love, light, butterflies, flowers. Yeah, right. Yeah, so what if I told you their teachings that had to do with my purpose was to just simply sit here on this bed, or sit in a chair, or you can sit on your couch and get rid of something or someone, and you got the gift. All right? A lot of this information you'll find out through, as far as purpose, is through dream books. Dream books is very important. Dream books is very important because it teaches you how to become lucid inside the this truck next to me is going through a regen and it just got louder while I'm speaking. I'm not editing this, I'm just gonna keep talking. All right, that's just a sign. So I'm gonna talk louder. So a part of going through this this phase is important to find out your soul purpose in life, and you could get it through dream books. Find out what pulls you. Again, you could get it on PDF or do what you need to do to find out your teachings. Again, you don't have to be harming people physically. You don't have to be doing nothing to them. You don't have to kill them. There's teachings that you can study the tree of life, and the tree of life deals with the Kabbalah. The tree of life deals with the Kabbalion. The tree of life also casts a shadow. There's a tree, and it casts a shadow. Study the shadow. Study your shadow. Everyone casts a shadow. Study the teachings of your shadow. Okay? All right? The next topic I want to talk about is this equinox we just had. This spring equinox we just had. You probably wondering, like, a lot of people got sick. A lot of people got sick. It was a lot of weird things that happened. A lot of people died. A lot of people was very emotional. It was the spring equinox bringing in a new energy to die of your old self. Not die for real, but die of your old self and be reborn, or empty yourself out. That way you'll bring in a new. Sometimes you got to empty out, like email. You got to, if it's too much, it's overflowing. You got to empty out the junk mail, excuse me, in order to bring in the new. So that way you could be reborn in a new season. Also talking about this equinox because it's an important change, a personal change. Some of it that you didn't even talk to nobody about. You just knew it to be happening. And it happened in a particular cycle, and it happened to happen during the spring equinox. So empty out the old energy to put in new. A lot of people powers was activated. They might not show it on TV. They might not show it on social media. They might not talk to you about it, but they're more intuitive. The energy's a little different. They was weak, but now they strong. They was fearful, but now they have courage. You see what I'm saying? The dualities. Talking about the equinox, because the equinox is nothing just outside of you, but it's something inside of you, dealing with the spring equinox. So I want us all to pay attention to the next equinox that's coming and to be ready for it. Okay? The next equinox is what considered, I may be wrong, check me on that. The reason why they say check, back in the days when someone giving a short talk or a lecture, is to check on the information that they've been saying. So checking the information about the astral plane information, check on the information about the dream world information to find out your purpose, check on the information about the esoteric and spiritual behind the spring equinox and the fall equinox, because there's another one coming and it happens every year. So preparation is key. Sometimes we not prepared, so our spirit will prepare us. Okay, it's good to reach the people, but what's most important before that is reaching yourself and balancing out. And if it don't happen immediately with the balance, it's quite all right. It's quite okay. It's a part of the journey. All right. I really hope that's not too loud because I hear it. But anyways, without getting too distracted, a good reference, prepare for the next. Your powers be activated, and that's the only thing I could tell you about that is to prepare. Let me give you an example. When the spring equinox happened about 2.5-3 years ago, my spirit chastised me because I had been gaining a lot of information, and I always wanted to put the information out that I learned. So I was forced. So it was one point in time, at this particular time, I was in a certain city, and my spirit, I got spiritually sick. I went through a spiritual sickness. So when I went through that spiritual sickness, I died. To my flatline, I died. All right? And I have been studying for years, and I always been like this. I ain't come from no religion. I always been like this. My family didn't know it. I always been a normal child, normal kid. But I've been like this since I've been 6, 7, 8. Always been like this. But the art of expressing your art, expressing your talent, expressing who you are. Don't hold it in, let it out. Even if you don't let it out to the people, you may have a job to do to just express yourself. And if you don't, as far as this particular level of the bodies, within the bodies, in your body, if you don't, my spirit said, okay, I got something for you. So when I woke up, I started writing lectures around April 4th. But the sickness happened days prior, week and a half prior. And when I woke up, I started calling myself reference. Okay? Because I feel like that's all I could be to you. I could refer you to the power and particular individuals. But you got other people that's doing this a better job. Sometimes it takes money. And it cranked up and got louder again. I tell you, boy, I won't park this truck next to a reefer unit again before I decide to do a lecture. But you activate your powers, Be ye reborn. It talks about that. Brother C. Freeman Nail talks about it. Bobby Hemmett talks about it. That ye are gods. Step into who you really are. Everybody else becoming like black people. Oh, don't say black. Shut up. Everybody becoming like brown people, melanated people, indigenous people. We already that. The thing is, who are you supposed to be becoming? Because we've been there, done that, signed the paper, fulfilling the contract, and we even got a t-shirt on. All right? We even got a t-shirt on. So you supposed to be coming back to who you were, the god or goddess. And then when I say back to who you were, or the god or the goddess, if everybody becoming you, who are you supposed to be becoming? So that means you already been a god or a goddess in your past lifetime, possibly. Some of us are fresh souls, fresh babies. Some of us are beyond this, and like Brother Panic said, we just projecting ourselves here. They showed that in the example of the Star Wars, when the young lady set out to find Luke in his elder years. He didn't leave the planet he was on in solitude. He just projected himself, and the image was so real, he was still able to help. That's how much he built up his spiritual energy or spiritual power. Check. All right. So prepare yourself for the next equinox, but cultivate the equinox that you're in. You are the equinox. All right. So yeah, I that's an example, man. That's why I started speaking, because I was chastising myself. Nothing won't go right for you. Nothing. Your finances, the things and decisions that you make, is because you got a particular purpose. No one's more or better than the next. Everybody is a part of the never-ending story. Check that movie out. Great movie. Straight occult movie. So the next topic, last but not least, I want to share a sex magic technique. Oh, here he go talking about sex. Oh, he talking about, just chill out, okay? I already know that. Water. Alchemy. Water. Does your body good. Oh, talk to the water before you, when you put it in there, talk to it, love on it, imagine it, all that. So, a sex magic technique, all right? When you're dealing with sex magic, I'm talking about the raw form. So self-pleasing for transformation, self-pleasing for manifestation. You don't need a significant other, though the power will be great also. But you are powerful as an individual. As a male, you're powerful, brother. As a female, you're powerful, sister. I already know that. Man, I already know that reference. Shut up. So, what I'm saying is, while you're exercising yourself, brother, as you exercising yourself, it creates a high energy. The energy that you invoking, not evoking. The energy that you invoking through self-pleasure, you creating the energy. All right? You creating the energy. This is alchemy, because you are an alchemist. Or we all a baby in the game as an alchemist. You got to start somewhere, right? So as an alchemist, you invoking this energy. Now, when you're invoking the energy, what are you doing with it? You're invoking the energy. As a technique, let's say I want to imagine good health. And an individual say they got issues with their stomach. All right. You invoke. How can I use? I want to say manifesting something materialistic, because I might have mentioned that before. So let's stick with you invoking this energy, and in using your imagination. You have to be like a child in order to enter inside the king or queen dome. Some people say, oh, well, the queen, that word means bitch. Focus on the level of conversation. All right? Let's not deal with the wordplay. So when you imagining for healing, and you down there doing your thing, your situation, when you taking care of your situation, the energy is invoked. All right? It's a high energy. The same energy that's used to create a child. That's how you was born. All right? Like an atom bomb or the Eve gene. You know, you created through that. Even though, let me stay on topic. You raising up this energy, so you imagining your heart. If you don't know what a heart look like, go online, look at the picture, take the picture, put it in your mind. Look at a 3D picture of the heart. For most people, or most teachings, they say the heart area is dealing with the chakra is green. I also found out, depending on the level of consciousness that you're on, it may be a different color. But for the basis, or for the sake of the conversation, let's just say this area is green. The heart chakra is green in color, and it deals with your physical heart. The heart also deals with grief. What do you blame yourself for? Oh, I feel like I should have done better in life. That's my fault. Or I feel like I should have been a better dad, or a better son, or a better nephew. Or I blame myself for not being where I want to be in life. Or I blame myself for not taking care of my kids properly. Or I blame myself for this. Oh, it's my fault. Or I really love this person, but I'm so, it was my fault. Or stop. Let it go. How else you gonna release? How else you gonna release? It don't belong there, because you're more worthy than that. All right, you're more worthy than that. Okay, so it doesn't. You are worthy, so unworthiness doesn't belong in that energy center, which we are talking about, the heart. So imagine loving your heart, hugging your heart, kissing your heart. It's okay if you don't have lips like mine, just kiss it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Kiss yourself, love yourself, self-love yourself, forgive yourself, appreciate yourself, be one with this particular area of yourself. Forgive yourself and let it go. And then you'll get the glow. You got that glow. You feel alchemy. Water. If you was manifesting a house or money, or let's start with a house. Imagine while you exercising yourself, clitoris, exercising, with your eyes closed. Exercising yourself, brothers, with your eyes closed. Visualize the home. When you visualize the home, what you need to do is convince your subconscious mind. So your consciousness need to become the trickster, the wild card, like in Uno. Become the magician. And you need to find a way to convince your subconscious mind. So what do? You activate your senses. Reference for that is Brother Panic. Dang. So I found out this information on the lecture he did. They took it down, but I watched all 8 hours of it, and in the middle of the lecture, he told the way to communicate and the way to activate is to, when you go in your imagination, the law of attraction is more about what they say. But why would they tell you the true secret? Why? You just don't imagine what you want. You got to, as far as a home, you got to imagine yourself cooking inside that new home that you want. You want a shipping container home, you want a treehouse home, you want a mansion, you want a compound, you want a hut, you want a whatever. You imagine yourself cooking inside your home. What are you cooking? Gumbo, tacos, shrimp biscuits, shrimp sandwich. I like Bubba said on 40. Shrimp biscuits, shrimp sandwich, shrimp cereal, shrimp okra, shrimp collard greens, shrimp burger. Taste it. Taste what you cooking in your home. Smell it. Smell the fresh carpet. Smell that fresh carpet. You walking barefoot on the carpet, walked into your kitchen, smell it. Then you taste it. Then you feeling good. You feel good inside your home. Then you see everything inside your home. First floor, top floor. You want a third floor? You want a basement? You want to add it? What color is it? How does it sound? How does it hear? Taste, touch, feel, smell. And what's the last one? Activate all your senses within the imagination. The only way to enter into the kingdom of God or heaven is to imagine what you need. I don't have to do all that. I got it done. Cool. Whatever works for you, works for you. I'm just letting you know a for sure technique, and you must be patient with yourself. Because of the plane that we on, it involves action. You know the actions. Move your feet. You got a corn? Wear some Crocs. You gotta wear some slippers. Wear some slippers. Water. Rest in peace, Brother Panic, man. Actually, rest in peace. Man, his wife said that ain't no rest in peace. He's still with her. He said, excuse me, I apologize. She said that he comes and get her every night. Even though he's not here on a physical plane, he comes get her every night, and they travel. They travel to different dimensions, different worlds, different places, and they still make love. You can still make love. You can make love to someone else in the dream world. You find that information out through a movie called Dreamscape. Beautiful. I love my life. I love who I am, and I love sharing the information with y'all. Each one teach one. What they say? Ashe. Ashe Uda. It's beautiful. Sex magic. Please yourself for manifestation and transformation and healing. Gain more light and contain it. Hold it. Say, how do I do that? Goku did it on Dragon Ball Z. How is he able to hide his energy from the scouter readings? You hide your energy in your organs. You hide your energy in your spiritual system. It's infinite in your reproductive area, your situation. You don't hide it there. It generates from there. It's the generator. G-O-D. Generator, operator, destroyer. Shout out to Brother C. Freemanell. That's where I got that information from. And you can store energy in your organs. You can store energy in your light. See what I'm saying? Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. References the name. Check them people out. And that is the game. The game is you. What they say on Matrix, what the Oracle told Neo on the Matrix, well, you got the gift. You the one. The problem is, you don't know that you the master. Bruce Leroy, you still searching around for a fortune cookie or some dumb goy. You found out it was a machine. Now you mad? Now you mad. But you got that glow. Shout out to Willie Hutch. You got that glow. All right? Activate your senses within your imagination. If you just imagining, you say, well, why I got to do all that? Because when you just in meditation and you imagine this, it's cool. You generating energy. But the energies you generating while exercising yourself invokes even more, so you could evoke it on this plane of existence. And when it drops down, it's the micro. When it starts up, it's the macro. Check. 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 Check that out. All this information is about you. I'm just doing my part. I'm doing what's necessary. It's important. You are more powerful than me. I just may happen to study more. All right? So, it's a beautiful thing when Brother Panic Wife said that he comes and get her. He done so much work before he left the plane that he's able to deal with different planes. I talked about the different planes shortly as far as a name, but it's your job to do the research. I'm referenced, but I'm not finna spend 8 hours, 10 hours yet. I will when it comes to this information, because you are of sound mind to get it done. Each one teach one. Don't make money off of spirituality. Make money off of business, so you'll have time to do the work within spirituality and charge less. Get a vending machine. Put a car on Toro. Passive income is the key. Do what you need to do. All right? Last but not least, let me give you an example. Also, I want to talk about when it comes to sex magic, and if you are into, or if you are a couple and you want to make love, semen retention again is important. Semen retention is important. Let me give you an example. When I have made love or had sex or effing your significant other, before the woman, when a woman gets aroused and she really starts to get ready to have a orgasm, and for some women who haven't or had an orgasm, cool, holla at me. I know females who could talk to you about it to help you get an orgasm, and I could also send you to someone or something or a book to help you gain the orgasm. I'm sure a lot of the situations you're just not getting it, and that's okay. Open yourself up to it, all right? And that's fine. That don't mean you messed up. Don't think negative about yourself. Release that. Release it, so you can gain more light. Open yourself for more light. But when a woman is about to orgasm, she creates a reverse vortex. These teachings are in Montauk Chia literature. And he learned from his elder, Blacker Than Black, but they couldn't put him in the forefront because it wouldn't sell. Get it? So it creates a reverse vortex. Now, if a man is inside of a woman and making love to her or doing what they do, he has fluid, semen, inside his phallus or his magic stick, penis, whatever you want to call it. If he has fluid inside there, and when she starts to get to that orgasmic point, or she gets to that arousal, that high energy arousal, it creates a reverse vortex. Anytime you look at, if you're washing dishes and you drain the sink and it's creating that wormhole, it's pulling the water down. So you get what I'm saying? It's pulling the semen. So he has to learn semen retention so he won't, because some people after they bust it, I'm done. Baby, I'm sorry. Can you give me 30 minutes? Give me some water. Can I get some juice? Let me get some juice. I'm done. 8 hours later. That man need to learn semen retention, because y'all powerful. So we got to learn this. And I could feel the vortex. I could feel the energy. So I'd be like, we be making ugly faces too. We're talking about like ugly faces. But we got to learn to control the fluid from coming out. That is our vitality force, our life force. Brother Panic said he's able to ejaculate and separate the life force from the sperm. Dr. Wayne Chandler would say, don't do it because you'll lose your life force. But Brother Panic came after Wayne Chandler, and that's what students supposed to do. Evolve to teach others, each one teach one. That don't mean you go busting all over the place. Nah, that don't mean none of that. That don't mean none of that. Do what you need to do to last longer for her, because she's reaching heights. From what I learned, it's 9 stages minimum for a woman to reach in order for her to get to the level she need to be. Information she should channel. Transformation that goes on. Sexual tantra is a beautiful thing. Granted, there are things to get into before the actual penetration, before the actual act. I'm just giving a short, my 2 cents on the topic that I'm on. Or I could keep my 2 cents in my pocket. Currency. Yee. So you want to be able to have that semen retention. So when I would feel that force, that reverse force, I know I got to hold back, because she is going to another level. The vortex that she's created, she's going to another. So I got to be able to hold that semen retention, because, it might take me about 20, 30 minutes to bounce back. I'm not like others. But if I hold it, and there's levels you can reach, brothers, if you hold it a certain amount of times too, dealing with the Christ consciousness, evolving through sexual tantra, each individual evolving towards a higher level of godhood through the art of making love, the dance, boogie woogie woogie, if you gotta know, So, well, hey, that's one of the reasons why semen retention is important. That's just an example, that I've learned, dealing with my particular encounter, the vortex, the pull within the woman that pulls the fluid out your penis. So you have to know how to retain it in order to keep the dance going on. The love below, So, you got AI search engines you could look up the best questions or the best answers. Perplexity app is a good app, and a whole bunch of others. So, Montauk Chia literature, get into that. And again, my name is Reference. Those are your topics. Sex magic, Equinox symptoms. I'm going within for Dream World to find out your soul purpose. Astral travel, see what's going on around the planet. And peace and love. Till next time, check me out on YouTube. I'm just doing my part. Reference @ dash channel 2 DV. Reference dash CH, you know what I mean? Facebook and YouTube. That's what I'm on. I'll tighten up some more as far as technology wise. All right, peace and love. One.